When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will get first crack at it here. And fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On the screen.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Scarlet Knights offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the middle, it's Duff. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Finds a little space. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And the Scarlet Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Courtney. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Wolf. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on third and short. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Quarterback will keep it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Scarlet Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Indiana, 0.
Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Wilson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Hey, this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Unleashes one. Makes a connection. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up. And sacked at the 12.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell, pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front creating a pass.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Ocean from the wideout. This time they'll go to the running game. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Give him 6. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Barker. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. He's got it. He gets a block. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took. Shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards off. play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Courtney. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Wolf. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Scarlet Knights will try to pick it up on fourth down. On the move. Gets it past the marker. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Right on the money. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Complete to start this drive. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Murray. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Rutgers
And the Hoosiers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rutgers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Well, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen... Get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. On target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Trying play action. Floating away. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Dances away. He'll pull it down. Past the 30. There he goes. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duff. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Scarlet Knights are on the move.
Come on, set.
Trying to barge in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. RPO complete to open the drive. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just what they were. forward and getting this drive rolling there out to the 35.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Duff. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in down the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
On the double.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays. Showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Most fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. They're trailing by 11 to TCU. Just...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin them deep. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Handoff to the lone back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah,
and he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get.
Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He breaks a tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second. Brings up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Rides the back on the option, the give. At the 35, he's loose. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll step. Right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on third. Looking to keep the drive moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. The play action fake. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He has the first and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Scarlet Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for space. It's Mitchell. Got the first down and more. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Ready, fight.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes.